All right. Welcome back to the healing. We just left off where, unfortunately, our dear friend Charlie was injured. Charlie was dismembered. He was tortured, all by Dr. Crow, the despicable Dr. Crow. And JK is blaming us for it. JK is blaming us because Dr. Crow hurt Charlie. So now JK is like, he's got rage. He's got some bloodthirsty rage. He's coming after us, or so he says. Which you never know. But J.K. says he's coming after us. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that Shadow convinces the group that we are the psycho Dr. Crow, until Dr. Crow reaches out to us and Shadow starts spying in on our conversation and realizes that we are in fact not Dr. Crow. And so now we pretty much left off where Shadow, I believe, is going to be talking to the strangers and, the group, the strangers, and letting them know that we're not Dr. Crow. That he or she, whoever Shadow is, Shadow was wrong. And we deserve an apology. And I think rightfully so. Now, we did talk to Lucy. Lucy doesn't believe that, before Shadow admits that he or she was wrong, Lucy actually didn't believe that we were Dr. Crow. I think Lucy was on our side. And Lucy was able to help us talk to Tim. And Tim, we believe, or at least I believe, Tim doesn't think that we're Dr. Crow either. I think Tim believes this as well. But he didn't really kind of help us get back into the group, which I didn't expect him to. But it was nice to know that he had our back. And Zoe obviously doesn't believe we're Dr. Crow either. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and get right back into spying in on the strangers' conversation. Because we're still not part of the group yet. I'm guessing Shadow is going to be telling the group that, like, hey, I was wrong. Yep, I made a mistake. I let Dr. Crow lead me by the nose. Lead me by the nose. What are you talking about, says Roxy. Tongue-tied was innocent all along. Yes, I was. I jam was. I know I'm completely changing my mind all of a sudden. That's probably why it's hard for you guys to believe me. But I have clear evidence. Be patient a little longer, then I'll explain everything. Valentine says, Tongue-tied has been innocent all along. Of course I have, Valentine. Did you have any doubt, Valentine? Without a doubt. Then we did him wrong. You sure did, Burned. You absolutely did. You did me jam wrong. Anna says, oh God, we kicked him, and we kicked him out of the group. I'll add him again real quick. I should have never doubted him. That's right, you should have never doubted me. Hey guys. I'm back. Here's Johnny. That was a big mistake. I'm so sorry. But now I'm 100% sure that you're innocent. Hi, Tongue-tied. Hi, Tongue-tied. I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry. I want an apology from Julius, too. Where's Julius in all this mess? What do you have to say for yourself, Julius? We shouldn't have doubted you. Ditto. Right. Where's Julius? I want to hear from Julius. It's okay. I would have reacted the same way. Did you really think I would support this psycho? I don't know if I would have reacted the same way. I think I would have had a clear mind. I think I would have had a deductive mind, and I would have figured it out. I would have been able to see through Dr. Crow's deception, just like I always do. But you guys really think I supported this psycho? Out of your jam minds. There you are, Julius. Well, it sure looked like it. Of course. Zoe didn't believe it from the beginning. That's right. Me and Zoe, we tight. Burns says we've been fooled. I hope you can forgive us, Tongue-tied. Of course. It's water under the bridge. I'm pretty it's water under the bridge, guys. It's all water under the bridge. Now let's move on, move forward, and figure this out. I still wonder how it can be that Clara said you're guilty. Clara didn't say I was guilty. She just had a number written down. And it was the number that she thought was the one reaching out to her, but it's not true. I have a hunch already, but to cut a long story short, just a moment. This is the hunch. Shortly after Clara was kidnapped, your number was on the desk. The one Clara supposedly wrote down. What if Dr. Crow swapped out the number? Do you know what I mean? Clara wrote down the correct number. Whose it was, we don't know. Do you have any idea whose number she really wrote down? Not yet, Roxy, sorry, but as a next step, I'm trying to figure out who Dr. Crow's ominous chat partner is. I'll be in touch as soon as I have new leads. That's right, he does have he has a chat partner that talks to him that's not JK Knight. JK Knight is always master this, master that. He was talking to somebody else that definitely did not sound like JK Knight. So there's a third person. There's a third person out there, but now is the ominous person? Is the ominous person that's talking to Dr. Crow? Is that person part of the group? Maybe Dr. Crow is his own person, but maybe there's a spy. There's a spy in this group talking with Dr. Crow. That's what it certainly seems like. I'll be in touch as soon as I have new leads. Zoe. Look at that, Zoe. Zoe had my back all along. I'm so relieved the others believe you now, too. Lucky that Shadow was able to capture Dr. Crow's chat. Thank you for believing me straight away. Sad that this was necessary to prove my innocence. You can say that again. Look, I'm happy that Zoe believed me from the very beginning. That makes me very happy. Me and Zoe are gonna live a long, happy, lovely life together. But I didn't want to bring it up at first, especially not in the group. I'm not really convinced. Dr. Crow finds a piece of paper with a number on it and replaces it with yours. I see, that's why I don't know. And if Dr. Crow did replace my number, or replace that number with mine, couldn't have Shadow figured out that the number wasn't written in Clara's handwriting? Right? Clara wrote down a number, but obviously it was switched out, but that wouldn't have been Clara's handwriting. Maybe that's just too intricate, maybe? I don't know. So what's your theory? Sounds plausible to me. To be honest, it seems strange to me too. Dr. Crow finds a piece of paper with your number on it and replaces it with yours. I don't think it was Dr. Crow at all. So what's your theory, Zoe? I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. That's why I'm getting in touch. How about this? We sit down together, brainstorm a bit, and look at all the clues one more time. I could cook something and open up a nice bottle of wine. It's a date. It's a date, Zoe. I would love to. I would love to. Where's the I would love to? Thanks, but after everything that happened, I need to be by myself for a bit? No. After everything that happens, we need to hang out with Zoe. We need to Netflix and chill and eat food and drink wine. I'll be happy to get back to you on that. This is totally inappropriate. No, look, I'll be happy to get back to you on that. That's the best one I could get. There was no let's do this right now type of text. Please do let me know if you feel like it. Until then, I'll go over everything again by myself. See, she shouldn't be going through all that by herself. We should be right there with her, helping and brainstorming together. This changes everything. Says you, Shadow. What are you talking about? Is it about Clara? What's going on? What are you talking about, Shadow? What changes everything? Wait, I'll let you know, or I'll let you follow the chat. Like I said, this changes everything. We about to find out that we have a spy in our group. I have a feeling. Dr. Crow. New messages. This is the unknown person. The not JK Knight. We're capable of overlooking this setback too. But what evidence is Shadow talking about? What if he found out I'm part of the group? That's right. He is part of the group. Is there any information on this Joker? No. Unlikely. Then he would have mentioned your name. We can't let this stop us. Our work must continue. Something great is about to happen. I can destroy this plague once and for all. So this unknown person is definitely part of the group. But who is it? Is it Zoe? I hope it's not Zoe. Oh, please don't let it be Zoe. I was just thinking about it. Zoe was part of the last group too. And bad things happened to the last group. And now Zoe's part of this group. And bad things are happening to this group. But she wasn't originally a part of this group. We reached out to her. We found out her, like we actively looked for her. We actively found Zoe and reached out to Zoe. So maybe not. But that's the only connection between the two groups that we currently know is Zoe. Which can't be good. I can't believe it. One of our members is double crossing us. I don't want to believe that. I don't quite trust this yet. Looks like it at least. Yes, now there's no more doubt. It definitely looks like it. Now, does Dr. Crow know that we can spy in on their chats and is talking this way because they're trying to create doubt in our group? Makes me wonder. I mean, that's really diving off the deep end. That's really intricate. If Dr. Crow knows that we're spying in and then creates these lies to make us doubt people in our own group, even though there might not even be somebody in our group that's double-crossing us. Nah. It's definitely somebody in our group that's being a double agent, a two-face. Definitely somebody spying in on us. It definitely looks like it. One thing is for sure. You need to let the others know. But we could potentially be letting the one person that is spying on us know as well. Like, we can't do that. But then the traitor knows that we're on to him. That way Crow would know we can read his messages. What's the point? Right. If we do that, then Crow would, the spy would tell Crow that we're reading his messages. We can't do that. I mean, maybe Crow already knows. Maybe Crow knows that we're reading his messages, but I think that's way more important that we continue reading Crow's messages without Crow's knowledge than the traitor knowing that we're onto his case or onto her case or whoever it might be. Look, I don't want Crow knowing that we can read his messages. I'm afraid we have no, we definitely have another option. If we at least had someone who seems suspicious, I can't even tell if there's a man or a woman behind it. Can you? No, not really. I think it's man. I think it's a woman. They're going to make us choose. It would be between Julius, Tim, Burned, and Valentine, or Roxy, Anna, and Lucy. And we know it's not Lucy. Unless it is Lucy, and that's why Crow allowed us to save. No, it wasn't Lucy. There's no way it was Lucy. So between Roxy and Anna, Valentine, Julius, Tim, and Burned. I'm going to go with I think it's a man just because there's more men possibilities than there are women. So I'm honestly just going based off the statistics. And who do you have in mind? Valentine, Byrne, Tim, or Julius? I don't know. Who's the most suspicious? The most suspicious. I don't even know who would be the most suspicious. I don't know if Julius would be most suspicious just because of his personality, but that doesn't make sense. He's just got he's just got a tough personality. He was quick to point fingers at me though. Least suspicious, I would say, is probably, I don't know, Valentine might be least suspicious. Between Valentine, Burned, least suspicious, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who I would even pick. I don't think it's Tim. I don't think it's Julius. If it's one of the men, I don't think it's Tim or Julius. It might be Burned. Was it Burned that in the beginning when we first started playing this game, Burned was talking about the plague. He was talking about he knew things about the plague doctor, right? Was it Burned or was it Valentine that knew stuff about that? I thought it was Burned. I'm gonna go with Burned. I think it's Burned. If I had to pick one. No way, I can't imagine that. Anyway, we're not getting anywhere like this. Let's see what the group has to say about it. I really don't like the fact that we're telling a group. I don't like telling the group at all. So this is a chat conversation. Essentially letting everybody know that there's a traitor amongst us. There's a traitor in the midst. There's a spy in the strangers who's also talking to Crow, but it's not me. Not me. What is that, Shadow? I'm able to read Dr. Crow's messages without him noticing anything. You were able to read what he was writing all along? It's not as simple as that. Well, his cell phone must be logged into the network for a certain time for me to be able to pick up the signals. Unfortunately, this is not often the case, which is why I haven't been able to locate his cell phone yet. Damn it, you should have told us. Why is Roxy so upset about that? That's suspicious, Roxy. Roxy, did you read the chat history at all? Guys, we can argue later. I think there are more important things to discuss right now. Look, there's more important things to discuss right now. Doesn't even seem like Roxy read the chat. It's suspicious, though, that Roxy just immediately gets upset that Shadow is reading chats and Roxy wasn't aware of it. Roxy didn't like it. But maybe Roxy just didn't even read anything. Julius says, I knew it. You didn't know shit, Julius. You knew nothing. Do you suspect anyone, Julius? He's going to say me, but I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him anyways, but I think he's going to say me. Who do you suspect, Julius? Me? You guys figure that out, not me. What Tongue Tied is trying to say is we don't know who it is yet. But the fact is, someone in the group is in contact with Dr. Crow and is leaking information to him. Hey, but maybe this is just another trick to turn us against each other. That's what I was thinking too. I hadn't even thought of that far yet. Dr. Crow doesn't even know we're reading his messages. Wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time, and I don't know if Dr. Crow knows we're reading his messages or not. It's very possible that he does know. Well, I'm going to say Dr. Crow doesn't know that we're reading his messages, but it's very possible that he does. Julie says, exactly. How more obvious do you guys want it to get? One of us is betraying us. And one thing is certain, it's definitely not tongue-tied. That's right, Zoe. Zoe's got my back. I like Zoe. Zoe, you might just be my favorite. I believe that when Shadow shows us the evidence, I can give that to you. I'm going to share a little recording with you. In this chat, you can see Dr. Crow writing with an unknown person. After you read it, you will have no more doubts. Hang on. So Shadow is going to be sending over the text message that was between Crow. Crow is back online. Recording. My plan seems to be successful. The group turned its back on Tongue-Tied. Why? Oh, this is the recording of what we did. Why did you do that? That was never the intention, was it? We cannot take any unnecessary risks. The trust in Tongue-Tied is finally broken. And now we can take care of the actual creature that is suffering from the pestilence. No one can escape from the great healing unpunished. Recording was stopped. So Shadow recorded this interaction, this text back and forth, and is just now showing the strangers, showing the group. I know it. I knew it all along. Tongue-Tied is innocent. That's right, Zoe. Me and Zoe, Zoe, my future ex-wife. It don't matter what anybody says. This psycho wanted you guys to turn against me. Are you happy now, Julius? You happy now, Julius? But look, no, this psycho wanted everybody to turn against me. That's for sure. I don't need to start pointing fingers at Julius. Start arguing with Julius. Now you can finally cross Tongue-Tied off your list for good, Julius. I'm still allowed to ask though, right? I told you all along, Julius. And I have nothing to do with this bastard. Yeah, right. What are you trying to say? Julius thinks it could have been any of us. Burned is here. We saw that Burned joined this chat a long time ago, and Burned hasn't said anything. So he says, but you don't really think I had anything to do with this lunatic, do you? Who says you didn't set it all up yourself for your blog? Anything to become famous, right? No, that's not the case. I will say that there's only one connection between our group and the group prior to our group, is that Zoe was a part of both groups. So that I would say that's more evidence of the fact that Zoe might have something to do with it, other than, the fact that I don't think Zoe is part of it at all anyways. But I don't think it's because of the blog. No way, I can't imagine that nonsense. Zoe helped us all the time. Never mind, Julius. Look, I can't imagine that. There's no way. What makes you so sure of that? Pretty obvious you're into her. Well, obviously, Julius. Anna just joined online. Guys, we're back. So Anna and Tim, there you go. There's Tim. Here's a quick update. And then Lucy, I guess. Lucy is doing much better. She's still resting at Tim's. What's going on with you guys? Read the damn chat history, Tim. Are you behind this and just playing dumb now? There's no point in tearing each other apart. Oh, Burned. Finally, Burned says something. Valentine is right. We need to calm down. All right, Burned. You're so suspicious, Burned. You're suspicious. I don't know why, but you're suspicious. There's a traitor in the group. Whoever the rat is, we'll find out. And what do you suggest we do? Burned. Well, yes, Burned. What do you suggest we do, Burned? Zoe knows what she's going to do. Zoe left the group? That's great. Well done, Julius. Great. I didn't think Zoe was going to leave the group. Screw you, Valentine. She's pissed off because I'm right. You're not right, Julius. Julius is probably going to be the most wrong. Anything that Julius says, I'm just going to go against because it's probably wrong. She couldn't have taken... she just couldn't take your accusations any longer. Oh, So now I'm the one to blame. Nobody said that. You know what? You know what? Screw all of you. Now Julius is going to leave the chat. There you go. Julius just left the chat. That's not good because Julius isn't allowed to leave this chat. This can't be happening. Everybody's going to start leaving. Look, I knew it. Dr. Crow probably set this all up, and now we're all turning against each other, and now it's destroying the group. Leave him alone. He'll calm down again. I did it. What did you do, Shadow? You just destroyed the group. I figured out Clara's whereabouts. I'll be on my way right away. Ooh, Shadow, you shouldn't drive alone. We don't even know what awaits you there. What if it's a trap? It probably is a trap. You shouldn't drive alone. We should go with Shadow. Shadow should just pick us up on the way. I mean, we're on the way. I'm sure that we're on the way. He should just pick us up. We can go together, Shadow. What if it's a trap, Shadow? It's probably is. I'm willing to take that risk for Clara and for you. I have to finally stop this bastard. Besides, we're running out of time. If Clara's battery dies, I won't have a chance to find her anymore. All right, fair point. But it's no good for Clara if you put yourself in danger too. Yes, I understand. Because, look, it's a good point. If her phone dies, we have no idea how to get to her. So you really have only one opportunity. One chance. Got to do it. I get it, Shadow. I understand. But be careful. I will tongue-tied. Shadow. New message received. Talking with Clara. As we spy in on their conversation. I'm on my way, Clara. Please hurry, I'm scared to death. This freak could come back any second. I'll get you out of there, whatever it takes. Thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. Oh no, I think my battery's about to die. Turn off your phone to be on the safe side. According to the GPS, I'll be there in 14 minutes. Okay, talk to you later. Hurry. Interesting. Very interesting. My thing is, too, why would why would Dr. Crow leave Clara with her phone? Dr. Crow would be smart enough, I would think, to take Clara's phone from her and not leave it in her possession. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think Dr. Crow is smarter than he actually is. Maybe Dr. Crow isn't as smart as I think he is. It's getting more and more insane, says Tim. You can say that again. I still can't believe it. Look, you can say that again. Let's do a quick recap. First, Dr. Crow invited us all to the healing group chat. And then he removed one after the others from it. Then he removed one after the other from it. Oh, he removed one after another. Gotcha. Shortly after, we received mysterious clues and his sick games began. Lucy almost lost her life, and now we find out that one of us is cooperating with this lunatic. I know about all this. I was present. Yes, really sick, all that. What's your point? Yes, it's really sick. I get it. It's really sick. It's not good. But yes, what's your point, Tim? Definitely. But I actually wanted to point out something else. We've been assuming all along that there must be some kind of connection between us. It's even possible that we've run into each other before. After all, except for you, we all live not too far from each other. What if the healing group chat was created just to find out if one of us would figure out the connection, or possibly even identify the traitor Crow's helper? What if the healing group chat was created to find out if one of us would figure out the connection? No. Can't be. Or even to identify the traitor? I don't think so. That would explain everything. Is that helping us in any way? I can't imagine. Look, I can't imagine that. Anyway, we got to find out who the mysterious stranger is. If we don't, we have a real problem. I will contact the others one by one in a minute. Maybe one of them will give themselves away. I doubt it, but we can give it a shot. Let me know how it's going. Good idea. That person will hardly be so stupid and spill the beans. Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the person's not going to be that silly and spill the beans. We'll see, tongue-tied. But first, I have to take care of Lucy anyway. Anna just went back to her place. Fair enough. How is Lucy doing? I'm curious. Things are looking up, but she still needs to take it easy. That's why I'd rather have Anna still here to support us. So you wanted Anna to stay, but Anna left. It's kind of funny that Anna wanted to be alone so badly. She wanted some time to herself. That's interesting. And I wonder if Anna would say the same thing. I wonder if Anna would say, yeah, I wanted some time alone. Or if Anna would say, no, Tim kicked me out. Maybe she doesn't trust you. Anyone could be the rat. You shouldn't have let her go, Tim. It's so unlike her. But remember, she also has a dog at home. But why would Anna want to be alone? She just saw what happened to Lucy. Anna's received a doll as well. She could very easily be the next one. The next person that Dr. Crow tries to heal. I don't know. I don't know why Anna would want to be alone right now. I feel like being alone is precarious. But there's no, I don't know. I was going to say maybe she thought, or maybe she just doesn't trust him, but I find that hard to believe. It is unlike her. I'm going to say it's unlike her. I think. I don't really know Anna all that well. I don't really know any of these people all that well. Tim originally said, I know, and then deleted the message. And then said, sorry, I'm already completely paranoid too. I'll give her a call and make sure she got home okay. I'll get back to you later. All right. Very interesting. And then Lucy. Lucy's reaching out to us. We'll talk to Lucy in the next video, but we've gotten a lot of information in this video. There is a traitor among us. And we need to find out who this imposter is. Before they stab us in the back. But I think it's burned. I don't know for sure. I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack in comments because I picked burn, but that's okay. That's okay. I think it might be burned. Of all the people, burn seems the most medium suspicious to me. I think. And normally it's always the most medium suspicious person. It's never the most suspicious. It's never the least suspicious. It's always the medium suspicious. And that's why I think it's burned. But we're going to talk to Lucy in the next video. At least now the group knows that it's not us. And now Shadow knows that it's not us. And now Shadow is on his way, on her way. Whoever Shadow is on Shadow's way to hopefully rescue Clara. And might see that in the next video as well. We'll see. Hope you guys are enjoying the healing as much as I am. If you are, hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.